Hello and welcome to another baseball video, and today we are going to talk about my favorite and also my least favorite baseball MLB players on every team in 2026.
That's the 97 going for the ages. Oh my goodness! Yes! It's the day! Wow, that was awesome.
I basically did this last year and stuff for 2025 and stuff. I basically what I did is I did like each like division like separate videos and stuff. I'm not doing that today and stuff, so I'm gonna do all 30 in one video. Hopefully I can do that in a certain time and stuff. Yeah, fortunately enough, from this video and stuff, doing the favorite players and stuff, yeah, that long video I did, it's very long. So fortunately enough, I am actually choosing enough to separate these videos much shorter in a way to each division. So fortunately enough, if you're watching this one right now, we are starting with the AL East and stuff, and then next video will be the AL Central and stuff, and it will just go down with the other and stuff. So it's not gonna be a whole long video, and I'm just doing separate and stuff. So I apologize of ahead of time and stuff. So that's pretty much of that. So enjoy the video. So yeah, and just giving you my thoughts. Again, these are just my opinion. These are my favorite players. Just the opinion and enough of like on the team and stuff. Obviously, there's some teams I don't like. There's some teams I do like and stuff. There's players I don't like. There's players I do like and stuff. So that's just pretty much of that. There's possibility enough. There's some teams just I don't hate anyone on the team, so I wouldn't have a least favorite player on a certain team and stuff. But there are some players on other teams besides of my team as the Diamondbacks and stuff is just like my least favorite in some ways and stuff. And I'll give you my opinion why I don't like them, and my opinions also on the players I do like and stuff. And then also I'll give you my view enough of who I picked from last year of my favorite and stuff, because some are going to be changed and some are going to be the same. So that's pretty much of that and stuff. So let's get into it and stuff. And again, I'm just going to start with division, just some ways enough of it's just a lot easier for me to go to the AL, to the NL and stuff, and then go to East, Central, and West, and same thing with the same different league as well. So fortunately enough to start with the American League East and stuff, starting with the Yankees enough. Last year I picked Cody Bellinger and stuff. He's still on the Yankees and stuff. Very tribute to the Yankees and stuff. Especially enough of this is like only thing what I'm doing this for, because also this is we're coming to the second half of the 2026 season and stuff. So right now enough, the All-Star just happened and stuff, and he just literally won the All-Star MVP and stuff. So good for him overall and stuff. I do still like Cody Bellinger. Just I like his style of his vibe and his playing wise and stuff. Especially enough when he was on the Dodgers and stuff. He really gave you a lot of tribute to the team and stuff, especially enough when he was on the Cubs as well and stuff. Not a whole lot because, he kind of got a little, down in a way enough. People say, like, it's kind of like I don't know what you call it. Just, they go downhill till something enough it's not clicking and stuff. And then, fortunately enough, things do click in some ways and stuff. So it's good there's enough to seeing Cody Bellinger out there, but fortunately enough, I didn't pick the same person for 2026 and stuff. And fortunately enough, he's not really having a great season and stuff, but I'm still looking forward to him for the team and stuff. Is Ryan McMahon this year and stuff. I like Ryan McMahon when he was on the Rockies and stuff. Again, he's kind of similar with Cody Bellinger. Just like his vibe, he's more natural. He just, he kind of more relaxed in a way in baseball a lot and stuff. And that's why I liked about Ryan McMahon. He has a great swing overall and stuff. He can play good defense and stuff. That's why he was so solid when he was on the Rockies and stuff. And then fortunately enough, my boy KB, Chris Bryant, on the Rockies right now and stuff. And I really like the relationship he had with Ryan McMahon and stuff with the Rockies and stuff. And they had the three big, power players on the team in the Rockies from last year or 2 years or whatever. The time I actually saw the Rockies in a spring training game and stuff in in Arizona and stuff. So and the other person besides of KB and Ryan McMahon and stuff, and then it's going to be Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon and stuff. And I actually saw three of them actually got base hit in the first inning and stuff. So it was a really cool experience and stuff, but I just I don't know. I want to see more succeed with the Rockies with Ryan McMahon and KB a little bit more and stuff, but fortunately enough, he went with the pinstripes with the Yankees and stuff. I haven't really heard a lot about Ryan McMahon on the Yankees this year and stuff, but fortunately enough, Cody Bellinger was an all-star with two other Yankees as well. But I don't know. I just like his vibe. He's a cool guy, so that's why I really picked him. And again, I picked these long time ago, so just letting you know of that. So sometimes do change sometimes, but it's what it is and stuff. And the person I really don't like on the Yankees and stuff, fortunately enough, I put Chaz Chisholm Jr. and stuff. Fortunately enough, I kind of like Chisholm a little bit. He's kind of growing on me a little bit and stuff. The only why I put him on the list because it's just, I don't know, it's just in some ways enough. There was even a time and stuff because there was probably another player on the Yankees I probably don't like either and stuff, and that's Anthony Volpe and stuff. He's probably the one I really don't like. I probably prefer Chaz better over Volpe and stuff, but I don't know. It's just there was even a time where when the Yankees and the Royals were playing. I don't know if it was the playoffs or whatever and stuff, but somehow enough, Volpe, he hit, Garcia, in the face while he was trying to do his stolen base and stuff. And, obviously enough, Garcia took it seriously enough. He was out, he was going to walk away and stuff. He probably said something to Volpe, but fortunately enough, it was not a good look for Volpe, where enough of he just went in straight into Garcia's face and stuff. What are we doing? Why were we going to talk? You got him. You don't need to push him more back of enough to just say enough of say more things to me, get you in my face and stuff. We don't want to do that, you got the out, just move on and stuff. And then fortunately enough, just why enough of Chaz Chisholm Jr. has to be part of that as well, and saying about hey, we gotta worry about the slide and stuff. Just dude, you're not part of this conversation, so get out of here and stuff. So that's where enough of it's just so weird, He's a good player. I like Chaz a lot. He is a good player and stuff. But in some ways enough, he's having that fun, ways enough in the Yankees. roster, but fortunately enough, it's just some ways enough. He just, I don't know, throws my vibe a little bit and stuff, but that's just what it is for the Yankees.